Hey there guys, Ado Tagasi here, aka JediBro95. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. In this video is going to be 5 to 10 things I am expecting in NBA 2K21 on the PS5. Now, these are things, my expectations for 2K21 are going to be very high on the PS5. Not because of what the community thinks, because truth be told, I don't give a shit about the community, okay? The community says whatever they want, and, half the time I agree, half the time I don't. But the reason I'm saying that I have high expectations for 2K21 is because 2K themselves said basically that they're making next gen such a mind-blowing experience for 2K21. And if that is the standard they're setting, well then these are things I'm going to be expecting in NBA 2K21. Now you might be thinking that this might be a little too much, or 2K is not going to do that, but ultimately, again, like I said, they put this expectation on themselves. So if they do not deliver, then they failed, in my personal opinion. But with that out of the way, gentlemen, the first thing on this list that I expect to see in NBA 2K21 on the PS5, I expect to see new neighborhoods, okay? And I'm not talking like a different neighborhood where it's like one generic looking neighborhood. I'm talking multiple neighborhoods. You don't have to bring back affiliations. That's fine because, truth be told, after 2K16, affiliations just became pointless because everybody was able to play with everybody, and, it was just a complete mess for fucking Rival Day. It didn't mean anything. But I'm talking like specific new neighborhoods for specific areas in the world. For example, maybe if like you're on the West Coast, maybe you have something like LA to play in your neighborhood games. If you're playing in the East Coast, maybe you have New York or Miami or Toronto or fucking Cleveland, if that's your New Jersey. I mean, or I don't know. For like European, maybe you have like Berlin, or you have like Paris to play in. Maybe for the Australia, like you get what I mean. Like specific regions in the 2K community should have specific set neighborhoods for each other. Like if I go join somebody in an East server, I want to be able to play in Miami because that's the appeal of playing in these separate types of servers. But that's just me personally. Again, I know that might be a little bit much, but again, 2K set this standard for themselves, so I'm expecting them to live up to it. And speaking of that, high standards, thing number 2 that I'm expecting 2K to do. I'm expecting 2K to have vehicles in 2K21 on the PS5. Now, I'm not talking your standard skateboard or your hoverboard and shit like that. No, I'm talking like fucking cars. I'm talking trucks. I'm talking fucking rigs. I'm talking motorcycles. I'm talking mopeds if that's your fucking jam. Like, these are things that I want to see in the game. These are things I want to see. These are things that I think should be implemented. And the thing is, 2K, you don't have to go out and get like a Toyota deal, or you don't have to go out and get like a fucking Dodge deal. You don't have to do that. Just give us generic looking cars and trucks or any other generic looking type of vehicle that allow us to get from point A to point B in a specific area. Or maybe like even an airplane. Like say for example you're going from Miami, if that's the East server, to like say LA. Maybe you fly a plane over there. You know what I mean? Like just different unique cool things that would ultimately blow people's minds. Because I'm telling you right now, when people first when the neighborhood was first introduced, I'm trying to say, everybody was expecting vehicles to be the next step in that evolution process. Okay? And if you say you didn't, you're lying to me right now. Because a lot of people thought that vehicles were going to be coming into 2K if they continued to expand on the neighborhood. And they haven't delivered on that yet. So I think this is a perfect opportunity to do that. Thing number 3, gentlemen, that I want to see in NBA 2K21, I want to see the removal of skill-based matchmaking in non-matchmaking game modes. Like, for example, if I want to play in fucking Rec Center, I shouldn't have to fucking play against, like, sweats all the time. Alright? Like, if I want to play skill-based matchmaking, I go play Pro-Am. Okay? Now, don't get me wrong, Pro-Am is good. I love playing Pro-Am. I like the competitive nature. That's where the majority of the competitive players are, in my opinion. That's where all the best players play. But I personally feel like if I want to just hop in the rec center and just have fun, then I should be able to do that instead of being matched up against fucking 3 playmaking shot creators and 2 goddamn paint beasts and sweating my ass off because I'm trying to fucking win because these guys are a fucking team playing fucking heavy pick and roll offense, and like, you know what I mean. Like, I don't want to play against sweaties playing in the park or in the rec. If I want to play sweaties, I'll go play pro-am. So 2K, please get rid of skill-based matchmaking for 2K21 on the PS5. Everybody will love you, and I know for a fact I would be happy because, yeah, like, these sweaty nerds in the rec center, they're ruining the rec center for me. But that's a different story for another video. Anyways, the next thing on this list that I want to see for NBA 2K21 on the PS5, I'm expecting to see a much improved my player build system, okay? I know for a fact, because it's been confirmed by basically everybody that works at 2K and by the community in and of itself, that the my player progression does not transfer over to the PS5 release of 2K21. So if that's the case, then if it doesn't transfer over, then I'm expecting to see a new my player builder build setup in 2K21. If I want to be able to make a legit superstar caliber small forward, like say a LeBron James, I should be able to do that. If I want to make a Steph Curry, I should be able to do that. I shouldn't have to make these generic looking builds and then, you know, deal with the flaws. Like, if I want to be a fucking paint beast that could shoot the three, maybe not consistently, obviously, because you want to have some limitations. But if I want to be a paint beast that could spread the floor a little bit, I should be able to do that. If I want to be a slashing playmaker like this build that has Hall of Fame finishing and Hall of Fame playmaking badges, but have some good, but have like some good defensive, like extra defensive, and like maybe like a 75 3-point shots, I should be able to do that. Like, just give us more abilities to make higher class caliber players, because yeah, these players are just not cutting it anymore. Thing number 6, gentlemen, that I want to see, thing number 5 or thing number 6 that I want to see in NBA 2K21 on the PS5, I don't want to see, basically it's I don't want to see the same rec center, okay? I've talked about this a few times on my channel. I was really disappointed when I loaded into the rec center on day 1 and realized that it was literally the exact same game. Literally the exact same arena, same clothes, same fucking mantra up scoreboard and all that shit. Like, I was really disappointed, guys. So I'm hoping that for PS5, the rec center, like, you don't have to make it like the Jordan rec center from like back in 2K15, because if you want to keep the matchmaking, and I'm using that in quotations, you want to keep that part of the game in there, fine, I can get on board with that. But like, I just didn't like the fact that it was the same fucking shit this year. I was not thrilled with that. So yeah, please make it so that way the rec center is different in 2K21. The next thing on this list, gentlemen, that I want to see for NBA 2K21 on the PS5 is I want to see the removal of overall, like, like being able to see people's rep and progression, and, you know, they're basically take out the ability to see people's rep progression, and also take out the ability to see people's win percentage on the 2K card. It is so frustrating because today, me and my buddy Pack and Rob, we went out to the park today because we were like, you know what, we're bored, let's just go play some park, because Rec Center right now, we don't want to play it because it's full of fucking sweaties. So we decided to say, fuck it, let's go play park. And we actually were streaking it up on the park today. We got on like a 7-8 game win streak, which, I mean, it may not sound like much, but at the same time, though, it's like, I mean, people all run all over the fucking place. They stop to check your overalls and shit. Like, truth be told, like, I'm cool with going on a 7-game win streak. But the reason I'm talking about this is because we went through maybe about a good 3-4 minute stretch where we didn't get a game at all. Like, we did not get a fucking game for about 3-4 minutes because people were running over to our fucking thing. They saw our fucking player cards on the thing. They checked out our rep and player record and player cards and shit, and then they were like, yeah, I don't think I want to play that shit. And that shit is annoying, guys. Like, 2K, please get rid of that. Like, I hate that shit about this year, and that's one of the reasons I don't respect Park. I've said that before, and I will continue to state it until they get rid of it, because, you know, truth be told, this is just crazy. Thing number 7, gentlemen, I want to see shooters being able to shoot better in NBA 2K21 on the PS5, okay? And I'm not talking about your 60 overall rated three-point shots, guys. I've talked about this before. I personally think that a 73-point shot without any help, like, for example, without any shooting badges or, like, dimer and floor general, I think that's where it should be, to where you can actually be considered a shooter. Not like a consistent shooter, but one to where you're like, if you're open enough, you can knock the shot down and not be given the Ben Simmons treatment. But this year, it's like, if you don't have a playmaking shot creator or anything that has a higher three-pointer than like a fucking 83, then you're just going to struggle. And that is a complete waste of time for builds, because it makes the center glass lock completely useless. Like, you can't make a center shooter unless you're playing as a stretch five, but even then, good fucking luck. It completely destroys my perimeter lock. Like, I've been trying to get the badges up for you guys so I can get some gameplay for you on how the build plays. But it's been a struggle because I'm trying to use the shot stick to grind my shooting badges in. Bro, without the fucking ability to shoot very well, with like a 76 three-point shot, whew, is it a pain in the fucking ass to hit consistently. Like, wow. I never realized the struggle that people like my buddy Rob have until now and shit like that. And it's really frustrating because I can get like Hall of Fame shooting badges, but yet I'm still chucking up wide open shots with a shot stick, and I'm bricking like majority of the time. So 2K, you just gotta please make it just so that way like a 70 overall is good enough to be able to be considered a threat in quotation marks, and then obviously like 75 you'll be able to be a good shooter, and then above that you'll be considered like a above average to an elite shooter, depending on the build. Thing number 8, gentlemen, I want to see full whites go in less for 2K21 on the PS5. Like, the full whites in this game are a plague. They absolutely need to be nerfed by at least 80%. Like, maybe even a little bit more than that. Like, maybe about 80-85% these full whites need to be nerfed by, because I'm so sick of seeing people that aren't good at this game get bailed out because their build is a quote high-rated shooter, and even though they're high-rated shooters and they still can't green, they full white it all the time and it just goes in. Like, at what point does skill like really matter anymore when it comes to that type of shit? And same with the fades, man. Like, it's so annoying. Like, everybody hates the fades, but yet when time comes like to play games, they're still abusing it. So I hope 2K does patch those and make them a little less successful in 2K21, the PS5 version. Obviously, that would be fantastic. Yeah, just because, I'm so done with all these full whites going in, man. Because it's just like I've said enough about that. So moving on, gentlemen, thing number 9 that I want to see move into 2K21. I want to see, like, okay, I know I talk about this every year when it comes to new 2Ks, but I want to see new classic teams, okay? Now, like, there may have been classic teams that they couldn't get in to 2K21 on the PS4, but now we're going to a new release game. Like, try to at least get new classic teams like 2K. Seriously, though, cave to Barkley's demands. You are a Fortune 500 company, or whatever the fuck that means. I don't know. But you're a multi-billion-dollar company, and you can't give $1 million a year to the NBA Players Retirement Fund? You can't give that money? Like, because seriously, if you gave that money, everybody would be happy, including Charles Barkley, because he has said multiple times, and I've actually seen him talk about this, that if 2K was willing to give $1 million to the 2K NBA Players Retirement Fund, he will allow himself to be used as a character in 2K21, in 2K. So, like, why not just do it, 2K? Seriously, just listen to Shia LaBeouf. I know, I'm sorry, and just do it. Like it's honestly not that hard. Like, oh my God. Same goes for like players like Reggie Miller. Figure out what he wants, cave to his what he would like you to do, and then just get him in the game. Same with him. Um, maybe even other players that don't really allow themselves to be used. I don't know. Like, you get what I mean. Like, please 2K, just find ways to get new classic teams in the game, because everybody will be happy if you do. And finally, gentlemen, thing number 10, things I do or do not want to see in NBA 2K21 for the PS5. I just want to see a fun game, okay? I just want to see a fun, skills-based game that rewards skillful play and decision-making, and not being bailed out because you have what people call, no-skill builds or pick-up-and-play builds. I want to see a skillful game that rewards good decisions, good timing, good defensive capabilities. I want to see that, man. I don't want to see, this game being based on RNG and based on full whites going in. Also, I don't want to see people like just playing the same builds over and over again, because that shit gets annoying. Because if you're playing up against the same build over and over again, it's like, oh my God, be something else. Like, y'all realize you can get Hall of Fame shooting badges without being a playmaking shot creator, right? And still get pro dribble moves. If you don't really know that, like, I can give you my buddy Pack's build, his scoring machine. Granted, you have to work with it a little bit and deal without the pro dribble moves for a little while. But once you get those pro dribble moves, bruh, his build is fucking amazing. I love his scoring machine build. But if y'all want that build, I could drop it for you in a video upon request. Like, y'all can still get Hall of Fame shooting badges. You can get a solid amount of finishing badges. You can get like 15, 16 playmaking badges on gold for like a gold tier player. Yeah, I would take that. So, anyways, guys, let me know in the comment section below. Also, if you want that build. Also, let me know, guys, if I forget anything. I'm sorry I'm getting long with these videos. I don't know why I'm getting lengthy with them. I guess it's just because I have a lot to say. I'm trying not to be so lengthy. But at the same time, though, I can't really help it. So, but with that being said, let me know in the comment section, guys, if you guys had anything else to say, and if you agree or disagree with what I said. Like the video if you guys did enjoy, and also subscribe if you are new. I'm trying to obviously make this a full-time thing, so also just let me know what kind of content you would like to see, guys. Would you like to see like live commentaries? Would you like to see more live streams? Hell, maybe even if I could pull it off, would you guys like to see badge test videos? Because, I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I've thought about doing badge test videos, but at the same time, I don't want to come off as like this generic 2K channel and shit like that for badges. So let me know, guys, what you guys would like to see, or if you just like the content that I'm putting out. But with that being said, gentlemen, I'm out. Peace.